Yo, welcome back to another episode of Poddy Animals. I am your host, Theo. Across from me, as always, is Scoot. To his right is Eli, the piece of shit. And to my left is Denise. What is going on, everybody? This is not a PG-13 show.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if
it's
Easter was...
R-rated, you piece of shit.
I don't care if Easter was last week or nothing. Eli is a...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think he was saying some racial slurs in there.
Crybaby ass bitch.
You're the big ass bitch.
I said crybaby.
I'm not a crybaby.
I'm only 155 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck you.
How did everybody's...
big ass is not...
Shut up,
that's
Scoot.
rude. That's a little overboard.
How did everybody's Easter go? Because I have some stories to tell you about Denise's mom coming to stay with us overnight.
Oh my God.
And it was just chaos.
Why?
Do you think we could get Denise's mom and my mother-in-law an apartment together?
Oh Lord. No, because you know what would happen?
Who cares? I mean...
I don't want the phone call. I don't want the phone call.
You are going to be an emergency contact.
I am not equipped.
You have to make the call. You have to take the call.
I give all the praise in the world to Tracy because I could not do it.
What's
I
wrong with your
can't do
mom?
it.
We had her a night.
I can't do it.
Listen, we got to restructure the bathroom. Now we got this toilet booster seat on our toilet in here.
She
I'm
can't
in
just
there
get
like
a
I
running
put it-
start and jump up there.
I put it together and I was sitting on it, and this one was like,
I thought it was used. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you
no,
sitting?
he was like, why are you sitting on it? I'm like, it's brand new. Why would I sit on
I
a
thought
used?
she brought mom's booster seat
That's
from
gross.
her apartment, right?
Why would I sit on a used
And I'm like,
toilet?
why are you sitting on that? Is that you? She's like, no, I just took it out of the box.
Like, why would I sit on a used toilet? Why?
But it was chaos.
It's not a chaos. That's your mother-in-law.
She's freezing. She's cold.
You have to take care of your mother-in-law.
She's this. She's
It's
that.
the mom of your love. You know.
What the
of
fuck?
your future wife.
What did
I
he
do
just
notice
say?
they get fucking cold. Like,
Yeah.
what are we
My
going to
mom
do?
does the same thing.
What are we going to do when we get old? I'm
Get
fucking
cold.
now.
Yeah, I am too.
It's 96 degrees outside. I got a sweater on. What the fuck am I going to do when I get their age?
You're old anyway.
God.
Yeah, so Mom was with us for Easter. We actually had dinner here
Yes.
for the first time ever.
make dinners every
I've
single
never
day.
had Easter
cooked?
dinner.
I
Bob
did.
Evans.
No.
What did you make for
I
Easter?
cooked.
No, Denise cooked.
We had greens, mac and cheese.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Yes, that. We
Sweet potatoes with...
we had sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes.
Just a bunch of fucking potatoes.
Potato
That's it.
salad.
We did.
Potato chips.
Good thing the price of potatoes ain't up.
Fries.
We had stuffing, or as my mom calls it, dressing.
Yeah.
We had
We went to honey baked ham. We got a full ham.
we had ham,
Oven
that's
roasted
delicious.
turkey. There's smoked turkey.
Oh my God, the smoked
die
turkey was.
for.
Oh my God.
The bomb.
Now I'm hungry.
Remember
Can
the
we take a
place,
break?
Scoot? Remember when we plowed snow in Rocky River and we went to
Yes.
got a sandwich? That's where the
hungry
place
too, dude.
we
That's
got.
that's
Not that exact one, but honey baked ham.
Yeah, it was so
hungry right
good.
now.
Gravy.
Mac and cheese we had.
Yeah.
We need to
deviled
have-
eggs.
Never
We need to
like
have a
mac and
honey
cheese.
baked ham episode.
Okay.
Listen.
It would only be smoked though, because oh my
No,
God,
he
it was
said
like
ham.
crack.
He
Right,
didn't
we're not-
mention any turkey.
I'm not. We just gave away our whole entire ham.
We gave my buddy Carlos the whole ham to take home
Aw.
because we don't eat it.
I don't eat ham.
He
Really?
took
You
the
don't eat
whole
it either?
fucking. I had a piece. I don't
I
care
love
for ham.
ham.
Yeah.
The smoked,
turkey though.
I'm not a turkey guy. I don't
No,
know.
you would
Have
like
you tried
this
this
turkey.
smoked turkey?
We'll bring
Like-
it in. We're gonna bring
I
it
will
in the
make you
next
ham one
episode.
day.
Huh?
I will make you ham, yeah.
Ham or hen?
Ham. I will
Still don't know what the fuck he said.
I'm gonna
Am I
make
eating a-
HAM.
Ham.
ham
Ham. The
with,
hog.
with pineapple, red wine, and brown sugar on it.
Eli makes a good ham.
All right.
But Mom, I mean, so I bring my buddy Carlos over, who I used to work with at the old company. I brought him over for dinner. We're not on camera, are we?
Yes.
I brought him over for dinner, and
What was that?
as I'm going down the
What was
hallway,
that all about?
you guys know my hallway. I'm going down to my room, and Ma confronts me. She's like, "Who is he? Is he single?"
Are you serious?
Oh, no
single?
way.
No.
Yeah, who? My buddy Carlos. Oh yeah, he's cute. Yeah, so Mom was trying to get on some Carlos action. I said, Mom, you already got one bad hip. He'll break the other one.
Jesus.
Let it happen.
So I come out, I'm telling these guys, and Mom's like, I hear you out there. She comes out, I knew you were telling on me.
Oh, fuck.
But
Oh shit.
Then I called
Mom's a little
Carlos
freak at 83, man.
Dad.
What?
I said, and then I called Carlos Dad.
Mom's a freak.
Yeah.
No, she's
Well,
not.
you know what, though? I mean, what are you
She's
going to
an
do at
angel.
83?
You know,
Let the lady have her room.
But she cracks me up. She's like, she wanted some coffee the next morning, Easter morning. She's like, make my coffee like you, white. I'm like, what?
Dude, I think when I get that age, I hope I'm cognitive enough to say whatever the fuck I want to say. Like, I'm not
She
holding
does.
anything. That's the glory of being
She
that
does.
age.
Yeah.
I waited 80 years to be able to say this.
Wait, why don't you say it now?
And
What's
old,
holding you back
old
now?
people get a pass on shit.
That's why
You know what
old
I'm
people
saying?
get a pass. I'm
Well-
wearing knee-high socks. They ain't going to be the same fucking color.
My
You know what I'm
long ass
saying?
balls hanging out of my running shorts.
gross.
I don't give
Why do you have
a
to talk
fuck.
about that shit?
That's
It's
gross.
gonna happen to you too, Eli.
That's
not.
gross.
We're all gonna get old, and our balls
No,
gonna
it's
be
not.
rubbing
That's
on the floor.
nasty.
That's it.
It's not.
God rest your soul, Butch. Butch's balls were on the floor.
Who's Butch?
Rodriguez's dad in Puerto Rico when he got drunk on the sake and his balls were hanging out.
That's gross.
Balls.
Fall
Floor
balls.
Floor balls.
How was your Easter, Scoot? Was it good?
Yeah, no, it's... My mother-in-law didn't have sex with anyone.
No?
We,
What did you guys eat?
Same thing, except less potatoes.
Okay.
Just ham and turkey and
Yeah. And the family came over,
just the kids.
and the kids.
That's it. Yep.
Nice.
That's the way I like
Who
it.
else were you
Very nice.
expecting? Anybody
No
else?
one. No one's else allowed over anymore.
That's it.
I shut the fuck down.
So her side, no one.
Nobody. There's a few over there that I would let come over.
What
but-
time did you let Tracy come back?
Well, I wasn't gonna let her over
What
either.
time
The
was
kids
dinner
talked to me.
served?
Damn.
Fuck, I don't remember. It's
Why are
about
you
5.
saying
I think,
dang?
Why you need to know all the details?
Just
Just know we ate the
asking.
same
I
shit
think
we
had
ate.
around 5.
Leave her alone.
Did the grandkid have a Easter egg hunt? Did you?
No,
Just the oldest. The other
so-
two
No,
were-
I'm laughing because we're going to talk about that.
We didn't. I don't think he's old enough to understand yet.
What? Wait,
And-
how old is he?
He's 2.
Yeah,
He understands getting eggs.
No, he didn't. He didn't understand. No.
To pick up eggs?
Yeah, but why? Why is he just throw a bunch of eggs in the yard and tell him to go pick them up? I don't think he got it. I don't think he gets
Well,
it.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Do you take him trick or treat?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the difference between picking up eggs and trick or treating?
Trick or treating is a long process of going door to door and seeing different people in costumes.
And then
Asking
you got
for
the
candy,
eggs.
And eggs is there's eggs hidden somewhere in the backyard.
And they get candy in
You know
them.
what I'm thinking? He's thinking like this is some trick shit when he wants me to pick up the leaves and shit. I know Pop Pop's up to something.
We had. Wait, are you Pop Pop too?
no.
Oh, what
I'm
are
just
you?
saying.
Grandpa?
Nothing right now. Nothing at all. He does not call me anything. Not
Well, what
yet.
does he say?
Nothing.
What?
Not. He don't call me anything.
I want
when
to
he
go to
wants
Nothing's house.
When he goes to some. Well, what do they call you? Do you want to go to whose
Nothing.
house?
Gampy right now. That's what the
Gampy.
kids call me, but he
Gampy.
says nothing.
Okay, so if the kids
He
are
calls the
calling
wife
you.
Gigi.
But you get nothing.
You get
I get
nothing. You don't
Nothing.
count.
Now, for a while, I was getting a pop, but then now I get nothing.
What did you do to him?
Nothing.
Pop Pop's been trademarked
That's
by
why-
me. So
So that's
figure
why
something
you're
else
nothing
out.
because you gave nothing.
we had an Easter egg hunt here.
Oh my
It was
gosh,
What'd you have there?
Pretty fun.
so hilarious.
Fireball.
She must.
She's
have
the only
been-
one picking them up. The
She-
3-year-old Cammy.
Say
She-
3 years old is the age. That's it.
She can't. She's colorblind or she can't
Yeah, she's
see.
walking right past the eggs.
They're in the grass.
We just laid them right in front of her, and she's missing them.
See, she was anticipating a harder challenge. She's like, no, the money eggs are over, some are hidden.
we did have an adult money egg
I hit a
hidden
golden shiny egg
with 20
with
bucks
20
in it.
bucks in it.
Did anybody find it? Because I'll go
Yeah.
out there and look. Oh.
Actually,
that's so
Carlos
cute.
spotted
Carlos.
it, and then the son-in-law happened to turn around
He was
and
like,
look up.
"Oh."
I taped it to one of my lights, but with
Yeah.
electrical tape, so it looked like it was a bulb, almost leaving just a little bit exposed.
Now, if
was a good time.
Carlos, I will say this: if Carlos did not say anything, it would have taken them a minute to find it. I
Oh,
honest
yeah.
to God
They wouldn't
feel
have.
like it.
He just happened
Ju-
to be sitting on the side of the patio and turned and seen it.
although
Everyone else was walking past.
although Justin made the comment, I would have found that. I didn't see it because he said anything.
He was like, I was thinking if it's an adult egg with money in it, it's got to be up high.
Yeah,
Makes sense, right?
that's funny.
It's a good time.
That's good stuff, though. We
had a fucking stroke.
we did. I know. Shut up. No, I was about to say something, but I had to catch myself because I'm not allowed to say anything. But it was nice.
Oh yeah.
Having every.
I still want
Body
to comment
here.
on that because I thought it was baby Jesus.
I know, but we can't say anything.
Yeah, we can't say anything right now.
What the fuck?
I
It's
know.
a secret.
Sorry.
You guys are in the loop for a little bit, but we did buy you guys some snacks over the weekend.
Yes.
We got some new things to try out.
Yes.
If you guys would like to try them out now before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
should
show
we
what
get 'em
they
out?
are.
Let's
Yeah.
show them what we got here.
Check
we
it
have
out.
a limited edition beer can Pringles. This one is a beer can chicken. Scoot, is that all right? Or
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
we got the beer can chicken,
All right. Oh, go ahead.
beer braised steak. We also have a grilled beer brat.
That is fun. This is all beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna open this one. I'm gonna sample it and I'm gonna pass it around.
I'm not gonna taste that shit.
You're gonna fucking taste
So
it.
here's the
never
thing:
taste that
are we
shit.
gonna get drunk?
They can't have real
What's
beer.
the alcohol
You know,
content?
it does allow every single grocery store.
They can't have alcohol content.
Exactly. It's
They're just
selling.
flavored.
The going in's not good, but chewing it.
Ew! The going in is not good.
The going in, chewing it is not that great, but after you get through that,
Really? I think it's okay.
not bad.
I think it's good.
Which one was that, Scoot?
This is the grilled beer brats.
Okay.
Not bad.
I'm gonna do the beer can chicken.
These ain't bad.
Don't smell it. Eat it.
I want to smell it.
That one's not that bad. That one's not that bad either.
Okay, I like this one better.
There's not as much salt in this as I thought there was going to be.
We finished chewing that one.
Not bad.
And this one is beer can chicken. Beer
Not
can
bad.
chicken.
I like that it's not overpowering.
And you thought the Scoot was right. The chickens are still around. There's a lot of chicken.
Jesus.
Here we go with the beer braised steak.
For some reason, this one smells exactly like the brat one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't seem to smell any different.
Oh, now you want to smell it.
I don't like this one.
Really? Ooh, now this one has a good flavorful smell.
No. That one's actually pretty good.
Oh,
I like
one is
that.
that?
That's the beer braised steak.
I hate that one.
So you like this one? Oh, this one's got a big old thing
I
of
don't like
flavor
that
on it
one.
right there.
Oh,
No, what,
Here,
what's
I
wrong
don't
with
like
it?
that one.
oh no.
I don't like that one.
That one's good.
Yeah,
No.
not bad.
So my favorite
I'm fucking wasted.
would be that brat.
This is the only one that
That
smells
second
different.
one.
Yeah, the second one is my favorite. Then the first one. Then that one
Yeah.
can just. Ugh. Ugh.
Where'd you
brat
find,
one's
where'd,
actually
where'd
really
you
good.
find those at?
Yeah.
Walmart.
What Walmart
Of
over here?
course.
Yeah, over here, Wally World.
So it should be anywhere now.
The brat one's actually really good.
I like the brat one. My stomach
Not
hurts
bad.
now.
I'll finish those at lunch tomorrow.
Ugh.
Not bad. It's not
Eli, how was your Easter?
very good.
Where were you at? Church all day?
Yeah. Well, I was in church in the morning. We play. They
Did
bring
Krista go with you?
no. So they bring 8 newborn kids
Babe, what about you? What
to
did you do?
introduce to the church. So it was awesome.
8
Nice.
newborn
Yeah.
kids.
Did they have a donor plate hunt?
No.
No.
Did you say they brought 8 newborn kids?
Newborn.
You know, like maybe
Babies.
like a month old.
I thought
Baby.
This,
Like a
I
Baby
thought they
Jesus.
said boring kids.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
yeah, new babies.
Newborn.
I'm sorry, like you know.
Newborn babies.
not
So
boring.
like a month old or 2.
What was that for?
So because Easter's is kind of like a new life, like resurrection. So there was,
They were a month old.
but it's an example, okay?
Did you sacrifice them to the Easter bunny or
No.
what is the
No, but there's a tradition every single year.
That's nice.
How long was you at church for?
2 hours.
And then how long in the afternoon?
No.
The total process was 2 hours.
No, it was only one mass. This
And
is
it's
not
only-
John 23.
No,
okay?
I know, but this is only 2 hours and you go eat.
Yeah, and you leave. That was it.
I'm good.
Like maybe 1 hour and a half, kind of. Like
Do you guys ever serve food there?
in Easter,
Hey, they give them the bread and the wine at the end.
On Thanksgiving, they there's a group of people that in the morning they go to the homeless and deliver food.
No, I meant
different
to the
area.
congregation.
No. Well, the congregation, yes, not very often, but they do more for the homeless.
Gotcha.
And then
We have food. Like when we do Easter, like basically after service, there's like a cookout and then there's food and then, you know, like if you bring side or whatever and then everybody
When do you
eats.
guys hide the eggs?
That's the pagan part
the
of
church
Easter.
doesn't believe in that, to be honest with
No,
you.
that's because that's the whole
No,
made up
they
portion.
don't believe in that.
Do they
just-
believe in the Easter bunny where you're at?
No,
Stop.
I think the
the
Easter bunny is just about business.
They don't
It's
put
not-
bunny ears on the Jesus statue or anything
It's
like
not
that.
no.
They don't decorate them up? No.
Oh, fuck.
No,
It's like,
no, they don't.
I had to think about that.
They just bring this. I have to.
what
move
about
the-
for the kids?
I had to move the statue Saturday before the mass to bring Jesus statue at the front of the whole crowd.
Dude,
It was heavy.
Is it?
now if you have kids, are you going to teach them Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, or you just teach them the religious
no.
side?
Easter bunny is not bad. I'm
It
just
has
saying.
nothing to do with what you believe, though, right?
No.
So what are you going to teach them?
Easter is about.
You still gonna let them have
resurrection.
fun though? The kids, like you gonna let them do an Easter egg hunt?
But Easter is about outside from church. You know, when you go to church, it's about the resurrection of Jesus.
And what you do at home is what you do at
And you
home.
do
So it's
the
going to be
things that-
confusing to a kid, right?
No.
It's,
Because listen, when you
it
were
will
a
be
kid,
confusing.
How is it going to be confusing?
Because
Because they say, okay, so we go to church to believe.
is Easter about God or is it about the Easter Bunny?
Easter's
It's
about new
about-
living, a new life.
Yeah.
A new
It's
life.
not about the Easter bunny.
Oh, so why are we doing that?
That's because it's
It's business.
It's a business thing. It's a pagan
Is that what you
holiday.
tell your kids? Is that what you told your kids? Go out and find your business Easter eggs. Did you take them
Well,
to see
No,
the
that's-
business Easter Bunny and take pictures with them? Did
And
you?
that's been
No, I
changed,
never
dude.
took them to see the Easter
That's what
bunny.
I'm saying.
That's
So
been changed.
So they learned the proper meaning behind Easter,
Right. So you woke them up. You gave them a Jesus Easter basket,
but we still
with a big chocolate Jesus in it.
celebrated Easter. We're not Jehovah Witness where they don't celebrate,
The whole,
you know,
yeah,
the
we actually had
holidays or
real
whatever.
grass. It was 420. So we just
So, but I'm confused because if you're
What are you
religious,
confused
then-
about? Which
then
part?
The whole Easter thing is a sham, and you're not supposed to be celebrating that during.
You're
You celebrated a new
confusing.
life.
You're confusing trying to separate religion from what you do at home. Almost like how, like Jehovah Witness, how they don't celebrate, like they don't
anything.
celebrate
Birthdays.
any of that
no
stuff.
birthdays, they
Ain't
don't
that
do
what it says though in the
donations.
Bible though?
They don't do donations.
Here's
Don't be praising Easter bunnies because you know what I'm saying.
Eli.
He gets a little upset about
the
that.
Church, the church.
it's not. I don't understand
they-
the Easter bunny. There's no Easter bunny.
There was at my house.
I got the baskets. I
See that crawling on the wall? What we
Did the
got here, man? We
basket-
need an orkin in there. What is that? A beetle?
Yeah,
don't know what it is, but don't give me
Sorry
a heart
to
attack like
sidetrack.
that.
but
Scoot's zooming in.
I think,
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There he is, right there.
I think the Easter.
It looks like a
Easter
moth or
bunny
something.
He's heading north to Cleveland.
Was created for business.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
I
Pretty much
never-
every holiday is, I think.
I
right?
never
Yeah.
told my kids there was an Easter bunny. They knew that I.
That's fine. That's
made
not what
the
I
best.
asked him though. I asked him, "Are you going to tell him about the Easter bunny?" And
Oh,
wouldn't that
well.
be confusing? And you said no.
I don't
because-
think it would be confusing though.
Well, who are we celebrating then? The Easter bunny,
It
which
could be
ain't real, or
confusing.
Jesus?
Why are
For-
you
for-
celebrating Easter bunny?
Who doesn't? That's what everybody does.
I do.
Well, yeah. What are you talking about? You can't see
You
Easter
got
without.
me. You got me candy, baby.
That's
It's
me
probably
getting
a
you
candy Easter bunny.
I am not the
Well,
Easter bunny.
Get
I ate it
confused.
too.
We'll get
Reese's.
confused for
No,
like
I'm
a
not the Easter bunny, though.
3-year-old,
You're not?
4-year-old, 5-year-old kid.
Right.
But after you let them know, hey, we gotta do,
Don't say it.
we gotta go to church.
There's a spider there.
And the main reason about go to church is to celebrate that Jesus resurrected.
Right.
And then when we go home, let's,
So when you were growing up, be honest, there was no Jesus. It was Easter.
Yep.
It was Easter bunnies.
Easter bunny, yeah.
I thought your mom.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So when I grow up, there was no religion in it.
Okay,
it
and
was
that's-
Easter
Yeah,
bunnies.
well,
That's
I mean,
fine,
my
but
mom,
what is the
technically,
Easter
my
bunny?
mom never went to church
Right.
that I know of growing up.
Right.
So
She went to see Reverend Black a couple times, but I don't think it was
So you never
anything
not
religious.
church
I'm
related.
not understanding the Easter
She had a couple
bunny
kids on
portion
Easter,
of
too.
it.
So you never believe in religious whatsoever.
I do believe in it. Yeah, I do.
Do you?
I'm just saying we never
how-
went for Easter like you go.
Can you,
Right.
can
We
you
never
explain
went.
to me how's your sister? She's Catholic. Annie, Charlotte, and Kathy.
I think you got Catholic mixed up with confused. They never said anything.
Well, they told me they're Catholic. So
Oh.
how they are believe something religious and you're not?
I do.
People
Well,
go
that's-
investigate on
I don't
their
have
own.
to. I don't
Yeah.
have to. I don't
Because
have
you
to.
guys grow up together.
So I
You
gotta-
can grow up together and not have the same religion.
no. Not saying this
I ain't gonna
Catholic
say-
or not. I'm just saying they used to go to church.
That's them.
Yeah, we went to church to get a free fucking candy bar. When the church bus would bring us back, as long as you went to church, you got a free full size candy bar. They didn't go for any other reason. They didn't go to sing songs. They didn't go to none of that shit.
They were getting out full size.
Full size
I'd have been
candy
on that
bars when
bus
you got
too,
off the
dude.
church bus. That's the only reason, Eli, they went.
Okay.
I don't know.
So whether the church
our
was a
church bus
Catholic
had
church,
donuts.
that's the whole affiliation church, Catholic church,
Wait.
candy bar.
Okay.
That's it.
Wait, real quick. Is this some kind of scam? Because when I went to church as a kid and we got on the bus, they gave us donuts. Is this some type of con
they're
to get
trying
the
to get
kids
kids to get
to
on the
go?
bus.
They want to
Right.
make sure you're not falling asleep when you have
Like,
to
is
sing.
that funny?
They jack you up on sugar.
Oh my
That-
gosh.
And
Well,
pretty soon they just moved the bus to a white van.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you.
You know what I'm saying? The candy was still the same though.
You guys got me looking over my shoulder
We
now.
Don't you worry, that bug ain't gonna eat much.
The church I go, they bring more kids, like young kids between 15
How do
to
they bring them?
17 to read the Bible in front of the crowd. That's what the priests want.
No, how do they bring them there? Like, how do they tempt them?
Probably
What
the-
incentive do they give the kids to
They
come?
play basketball. They have a gym over there so they can play basketball.
Okay.
They take them to play bowling and stuff.
Come
nice.
shower in this.
No,
area.
come on. They take it to the movies.
That's
You know,
great.
they're doing different things, to make these kids not go to the streets
And stay out of trouble.
get
No, I
out of
get it.
trouble. And they put it like study Bibles. So they put all the kids, studying the Bibles and read the Bible in front of the crowd, participating about different things.
I'll be honest with you. When I went to church, I slept through everything until it was time to get the candy bar. I'm just keeping it real. I just
We
Sure.
we didn't.
trust me. I believe in Jesus and God and everything. I just could not stay awake. It was boring. It was.
I don't. I gotta imagine for all kids it's boring. Like everybody's just trying to get to the basketball part or the candy bar part. I don't think kids are like.
I see,
Some kids are.
I think. Well, when I go, I see a lot of movement with them, helping the priests, different things, just giving the books so they can sing. That's why they.
Well, that's giving them a job, so that's more of a
Right.
purpose. So
I
can
got
see that.
baptized while I was sleeping. So I got
Were you
narcolepsy.
baptized?
Huh?
Were you baptized?
Yeah, in the bathtub
And
in
then
our
we
old
did- I don't
apartment.
know if you
No, I'm
saw
being
it,
for real. Were
The
you?
last Friday,
I don't think
the
so.
Friday before Easter,
Oh,
we
circumcised.
did the processing, from St. Michael's,
Too damn
and
much. Too,
Scranton,
I might add.
and we walked for 3 hours to Detroit.
Huh?
Yeah.
You walked 3 hours. Why didn't you take the church van?
No, it was like at least 600 people walking.
Oh, shit.
That's nice.
Yeah,
See, that's something I'm all in for it, but I don't want to do stupid shit. Like we could take the van. Like why do we walk? You know what I'm saying?
No, but
I'm out.
I
Like
see-
I was
I
all
see,
like,
like,
oh,
What about the
Jesus,
people
and
that
you're
walk
like,
all day
3
at work?
miles.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I walk all day at work. I don't want to go walk.
But it's like something.
Can I take the van?
No, just
Like drive
but
in
it
front?
was so nice to see how many people joined, and from different businesses taking pictures.
That's cool.
Taking videos and
Can I
stuff
get a
like that.
piggyback or something? Just
Well, I think that was beautiful to see a lot of kids doing it at the same time.
Now how long
them
you been
kids.
going to church now?
I used to go to church before I met you guys for a long time. After I got divorced, I just quit going to church. Yeah. to be honest.
Why'd you quit?
because I was married by Catholic Church, and I think I failed, and at the same time feel embarrassed to see people, they know me and know her, and that's the reason why I
Now, do you go to a different church, or is this the same
I go
church?
to a different one.
Okay.
Because
So that seems to me like, dude, I did not want to go down this road. I think some church people, I ain't gonna lie, are a bit judgy and stuff, and everybody feels that way and knows that.
Yes.
You should never be ashamed to go to church. Like, you did not go and do what you do, like go to church, serve God, blah blah blah, because you were ashamed. How is that?
no,
okay?
no,
It's not
me,
that.
It's me.
Yeah, but you did
But it's
nothing
them that
wrong.
made you feel that way.
Right.
Because you could always come in here and tell us anything, and we'd be like, oh, this, that, or the other. Somebody there made you feel ashamed.
Yeah.
So that, like, I don't know. I'm
quit
not
for
okay
7
with
years.
Like the
I
stuff-
used to go.
like the
I used
stuff
to
they
go
were-
to church. When
So
I
the
was
stuff
little.
they were teaching and preaching
So-
to you made you feel ashamed
Right.
because
Well, no,
it
'cause
didn't go the way.
as
I
a
was married
Catholic,
by Catholics.
so as a Catholic, and I only know this because my ex was Catholic. So as a Catholic, when you get married, you're married. Your vows mean what they mean, and you're in it. Period.
It's a
And it's a
sacrament.
win.
You work
Yeah.
through it. You do not get a divorce. And if it comes to a situation where you have to get a divorce, I don't know how it is for you, but like you have to get permission from the church.
Yeah.
This makes no sense to me.
No, it's not permission just to
It's
eat.
not- it's just-
because you have to do communion.
Yes.
The baptized, first communion, then confirmation for something. Then you have to do the
Counseling
marriage,
thing.
the marriage, and the sins of the sickness or something like that. So I failed one of them,
Yeah.
and I cannot eat the bread of the church or drink the wine. I cannot.
Which one did you fail?
The marriage.
But it was out of your hands. She's the
Well,
one that
so
committed
you're
the
supposed
sin.
to stay?
Even though it's out of
Even
your
though she
hand.
committed a sin like she did,
but even that,
you're
even that,
supposed
I
to try to
failed.
fix
You're
it?
supposed to
But
try
I
to fix
fail.
it.
I
I
fail.
don't understand that.
But I fail because I filed divorce. It means divorce of being part of the Catholic Church. So
Oh, yeah,
I
then I'm
can't-
out. I'm cool with it then. Like, because I don't know. I don't want to follow any
But there's a
religion that tells me
process.
my
You
old
can
lady's
go
allowed to
back.
bang other dudes.
There's a process.
Like, I'm
you
not-
can go and do it again, but you have to go and file paperwork.
Yeah.
And take 5
For
6
you
years.
doing nothing. You did nothing
But
wrong.
I failed too.
No, you didn't.
I
Yeah,
failed.
She failed you.
That goes back to
But
me.
that goes
But I-
saying the
that-
church.
Yeah, just
But you have to go
So judgmental
because they don't know. They don't know. And I have
God knows, right?
God knows. I
then
agree.
what the fuck?
But there's some debate about it. They talking about this. Even the Pope, the previous Pope who passed, was talking about that and said, we have to do a better job with this about marriages and divorce. Try to find common ground to, they're not eating the bread of God, the Jesus, and they fail the marriage and they cannot able to eat the bread.
People-
So the priest told me and sit down, said, there's a process, take 4 to 5 years. You have to,
What?
You have to call her. You have to provide us her phone number. We have to talk to her. Yeah, that's a process.
See, marriage is
That
a
goes from
sacred.
priest-
I'm out for that
Because
reason.
it's
That's
going
what
for
I'm
the
saying.
priest.
It doesn't seem.
It's going for
it
the
doesn't seem
priest.
right.
Because
To the
marriage
bishop,
is
to the
a sacred
bishop.
thing. It's like when you,
So they should be contacting her.
but when you're together, you need to. That's why I always feel like when you find your partner, you keep that partner
And
because
then
it's
you try
a
to work it
rarity.
out. So
And-
it means that I fail maybe some of it to guide her to cheating on me.
Right.
So that's the
So
thing.
in other words, there was an imbalance. Whether she was in the wrong, there was an imbalance somewhere. Basically, what it's saying. So she cheated. Basically saying,
What led her
not
to
that
cheat?
exactly, not that it's your fault, but what was
What I
lacking.
felt
Are we really
What
believing
was-
this shit?
No, but listen, what was lacking to make that happen, so to speak.
So yeah.
Yeah, the small wiener.
That's just over circumcised. Been there.
No, but that's I cannot eat the bread. So when I go to in the line, I just do like this, and he bless me because he knows means that I cannot
Dude,
eat.
that is that So now you're going up in line. Everybody's in there, and as soon as you do this, everybody's like, "Yeah, there he is. That fucker don't get the bread." So now they're all judging you.
No, but I don't care what people think.
because
That's why you didn't go to church, so you do care.
But that was before,
Yeah.
dude. So I'm talking right now. I don't care what people think.
Yeah, because you grew up.
I go over there.
You got away from that shit for a while. You grew up, and now you can go back and deal with it.
they're not going to think anything. Everybody's situation is different. Like, I'm not Catholic, but I didn't take communion in his church. So, like, I wasn't even allowed to go up.
That's what I mean. So they already knew. They're like, "Yep, she's not one of us.
She's here for food.
Yep, she's not one of us."
Whatever.
Does she look homeless? She's just here for some
No,
bread.
but
They know how to single you out and fucking embarrass, like make you. I don't know. This is weird.
to be honest with you, every time I go to church, I feel in peace. A lot of things,
Marriage is not. Marriage takes two people. Like, you guys
That's
have.
an amazing observation.
Shut up.
Like, I don't,
No, I'm
we can probably
saying
end on
it's
that
a lot.
note.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
No, but
Finish
it's
what you're saying, maybe we got to take a break.
it's a lot of work. Like, you have to find your person that is willing to stick it out through everything.
So-
through
So I'm
thick
not gonna
and
lie.
thin.
Like I'm not gonna take like a lot of marriage advice from this room.
Shut up.
I mean, like we could just go to commercial or something.
Whatever. No, you know what? Though I can
I feel
say.
like I'm being singled out right now.
Here's
so
the thing, though.
don't think-
Like, I can say something because, like, I feel like I know what I want. It wasn't my fault my marriage didn't
No, it
make
takes
it.
two. That's what you said.
No, but in a way you fail.
Yeah.
You fail, and that's what I believe. I cannot receive the communion.
Well, when we take a break here, I'm going to go get you a slice of bread.
Yeah, I already gave you one
My
of those
bread is
potato chips.
good.
We eat after
Hey,
break.
put
We
some
have
honey
halwa.
nut on those bread for him. And,
Oh, jeez.
All right, we'll be back after this break.
oh fuck me.
All right, welcome back to the show. Before we get into the news, I want to play a clip. I don't think I played this clip.
You
last
certainly
time.
didn't send it to me. So.
we're gonna play
No,
this?
no, not this.
He's got, are you ready?
Did we play this clip 2 weeks ago about the mom? I think we talked about a similar situation some time ago about the mom with the 6 kids, but only one from the one dad, but she expects that dad to take the other 5 stepkids.
We talked about something
Yes.
like that, but
Yes.
I don't think we played this.
All right, I'm going to play
No.
this clip. You guys give me your insight on what you think.
Yes, I am the mother who is not allowing her daughter to go to Disneyland unless her father's side of the family takes the rest of the kids. I have 6 kids total, 4 different fathers, okay?
Jesus Christ,
My
you
daughter was
slutbag.
invited to Disneyland
Not her,
by
somebody else.
her father's side of the family. Now, her father was once the rest of the kids' stepfather,
Once.
okay?
So is
These
most of the guy in your
kids
neighborhood.
called him dad at one point in their life. He invited my daughter to go to Disneyland. I told him, you are taking the other 5 kids or she is not going. There's no possible way I am going to allow one of my children to go to Disneyland. Could you imagine being 10 years
She's
old?
gonna be a runaway.
seeing your sister
Such
packed
retarded.
to go to Disneyland.
How old
And the
is her
rest of
daughter?
the kids can't go. Just because I made poor
it-
choices, I am not going to punish my
9 or
children
10?
for
Let's
those
just say
poor
poor or
choices.
4.
You can hate on
You
me.
made poor choices.
she-
It
Yeah,
don't matter to me. My
my
daughter
kids
is not
shouldn't
going to
suffer because
Disneyland
of my
unless
poor
her father
choices.
takes the rest of the kids.
You make
Period.
pleasure choices.
Yes.
Now,
I
if
am
he
the
gets the
mother.
kid for summer vacation, she has no fucking say.
Right.
She's
He gets the
retarded.
kid for the vacation?
I'm imagining he gets visitation, right?
Okay, are we going in order?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead then. Because you
No.
want me to go?
No,
All
you
right.
go ahead, because I don't.
As a mom, no.
She threw the hand up, Scoot.
No. Okay. Say I had, was she 6 kids?
6 kids,
Say I had,
4 different
All
days.
right.
4 different daddies.
so say I had 6 kids. Well, no, let's just use our kids. Say we got
The 3.
our 3 kids. Okay. And then me and you had a kid together. And
math for one episode. Oh, fuck. So, all right, I'm gonna hold it up first. All right, so we got 5, 4 here.
And my girls call you dad because you were a great father when we were together to them. I get that, and I am thankful that you were there for my kids. But when we
sound very thankful, though.
I know, right?
When we divorce, you have one kid. Though it would be great. I mean, if you include the other ones, that's great.
That's a choice.
I'm not making you take my other kid. And then you sit down and you explain them. Well, life ain't fair. That's Luke
What if
Skywalker's
You're the one
dad.
saying.
What if he
I made
raised
the
those
poor
other
choices.
kids,
So if you make the poor choices,
But
you
we
pay for
don't
those
know.
5 kids.
But now, if he raised them from babies,
Yeah.
yes, then I feel like those
Now
are
you're taking
your
them all.
kids. You should.
Those aren't your kids.
But no, I'm saying,
Still your kids.
right? Listen,
you gotta-
they're not your kids. But then I would be like, can you sit down with me and explain to them why now you feel you're separated from
I don't have the
them?
money.
I'm like, because mommy skanked up and
I
got
don't have
another
the
daddy.
money.
You know how much it fucking
I don't
costs
have
to
the
go to Disney?
money.
I went to Disney. I took my
I
children
don't
to
have
Disney.
the money to play simple.
I can take my
I don't-
I
daughter.
can take my daughter. That's it. I want to go to
can't-
Disney.
I cannot stand, and I know men do it too who have custody. I can't stand when a parent uses their child as a weapon. Cannot
it
As a
stand
shield.
it.
As a
Happens a
shield.
lot.
Kind of.
Can-
If it was
Cannot
just a
stand it.
sibling, I would make an arrangement. Like, I'd be like, listen, we're going to take
Yeah.
the other kid.
Right.
Man, you got fucking
5
done
more?
it. God
Six.
damn,
That's a lot.
woman.
And you know what?
She said
Then-
she made poor choices.
Here's the other
don't
thing.
they-
Why
I will call.
doesn't she?
She
Why
made-
doesn't she help pay then
Yeah.
for them other ones to
I
go?
will
got
say-
too many goddamn kids.
As
She
she
can't
said,
afford it
poor
either.
choices. I said you made pleasure choices.
She made 4 choices.
Why aren't the other dads taking their kids
Exactly.
to Disney?
They ain't
It's not-
even
it's
in the
not on
picture.
him.
But no, and it's
But
crazy.
out of respect, though, if we were to, depending, I don't know how long they were together.
Yeah.
But if, like you suggested in this situation, yeah, if I couldn't afford to take them all, I wouldn't be going.
And that's the thing.
Especially
I
being
think
with
in
you.
most cases, even with men, if like men get a strong bond with stuff like that, I think if they raise kids as their own, those are their kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't see him breaking away from those kids if he raised them. If he legitimately was like, listen, we got together, you
Right.
had 2 babies.
Those are mine.
Those are my babies now.
Yep.
Then even after the divorce, he'd have been fighting for custody of them. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
So it tells me, like, you know.
Yeah.
He was there
just-
for a year and a half.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and now she, She
I don't
moved
know.
on
I don't
to
like
another
it.
daddy, and she gonna have like.
Yep. Have the second daddy take him to Disney. I'm not doing it.
I just don't think. Yeah, he's not. he's
Now,
not
would I get him the
responsible for that.
Disney Channel for $6.99 a month? I could probably do that.
Yeah, but you know what? That's
This
But
is
I mean,
only
close to
one of them are allowed to watch.
it's kind of
as
like
close as a Disney
it's
as
kind
they're
of
gonna
like
get.
what we talked about before, because the last one that we talked about this was the whole
food.
McDonald's
Yep.
thing, and I feel like food is different though.
Food's a lot cheaper.
Well, so the difference I feel like I'm taking you and we're going to Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
Those kids are staying home. That's fine.
Yep.
He brought the food
He brought
to their
the food
house.
to the
Like, go
house.
on in there and sit down next to your
Tease-
sister and eat
tease
Right.
that.
them.
Like,
Yeah.
that's a little different.
Yeah,
I still don't think he was responsible to buy
he's
the
not.
other kids' food.
But let
you
that
don't do
kid
that.
Ate
let
it
that
there,
kid,
right.
kid eat it there and then drop him off.
Yep.
They were both being assholes to
Yes.
each other, and they know it.
And again,
And
it
using the
comes
kids,
down
yeah.
to using the kid. I cannot stand that.
That's why this is on video. That's why that was on video,
Mm-hmm.
because mom already knew, like, I'm going to be a dick to him when he gets
Mm-hmm.
here. And he's like, look, I'm going to be an asshole to her when I get there. And that's why they all have cameras and shit. How do you think we're
makes
getting
me
the
so
clips of
mad.
this?
Right.
So, yeah, she knew. She's like, yeah, I'm going to make a spectacle out of this shit.
We're
And
gonna, yep.
the thing that kills me, and I'm so thankful that when kids get older and they do see things and they do figure it out for themselves, it's gonna come back and bite her, because the kids are gonna see how their mom is.
No, because not
Not
if
all
they're
the time,
raised
Yeah.
right. If she's raising them, they're gonna see, mom's manipulating them.
A victim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mom's a
Putting
victim.
shit in their head. You don't know what the hell.
I don't know what the heck
parents
is going on
think
with
nowadays.
people.
Horrible.
There's so much divide with when parents split. One says something when they're with him, then
And
the
she
mom
had
tells them,
the audacity to say, I made poor choices. Are you serious?
"No shit."
But you know what? That's why I really
What if
commend.
if it was
like,
2 daddies were 6, but every single kid different daddies?
not every.
No, there's
it
four
was
for
four.
daddies.
She went 4
Four.
for 6.
Well, come on.
4 for 6. That's
Someone
pretty
got
good.
But-
someone got 2.
That's
So
pretty good
somebody
in
has
extra,
2.
Yeah.
extra innings baseball games. Eli, that's pretty good.
Or
4
3.
for 6.
I like when I hear.
That's an average of 727.
Jesus. I like when I hear parents that can effectively co-parent together and function.
There's no co-parent. You have like 4 different.
No, there's some.
No, I'm saying
sometimes it's
I like
cordial,
when
then
there's-
sometimes
yeah.
it's just knock out, drag out.
Yeah.
Fuck you, fuck this, fuck the kids.
But,
No, that's the truth. It
I
is.
will say this. Sadly, though, a lot of people aren't used to like couples that get along and co-parent, because I have a coworker that they co-parent. Like
She's
you would
gonna
think they were
co-parent.
still together. Like
Yeah.
that's the relationship they
Oh, they're gonna
have
have
for the kids.
Trouble finding other
So
relationships.
that's
now.
what I'm saying. So the other relationship that they had
Suffers.
didn't like how they, and it's like, you know what?
I ain't gonna lie.
you're-
I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting right across from a broad that I think would be irate if that was. You would not be okay with that. With him co-parenting with his ex on a so friendly level.
Why not?
Because that look on your face right now
Shut up.
tells me
Why?
I'm staying out of this one.
that's a cat close. You would not. No way.
And on that note,
If they went to dinner.
No,
They're taking
we're
the kid
not
out to dinner.
talking about it like that. We're saying co-parenting, meaning they get along.
Right.
There's
So-
no reason why you got to go to dinner.
what about her
not?
birthday dinner?
Yeah, we're taking
That's
her to
different.
birthday dinner.
We all go to the birthday
No,
dinner.
you don't.
No,
go.
what if I suggested you stay home this time?
It's a family birthday dinner.
I am family.
Not in the first 2 months. You're not.
We've been together 3 years.
But I'm saying when you got with him, you think you would have stuck it out if he was a co-parent.
Yeah, if I like 6 months in, I said, "Hey, me and my ex usually do a birthday dinner with my kid." How would you feel about that?
And the kid wants to keep it.
What was that?
And the kid wants to keep it just them, just the parents.
Then that's fine. But then being 6 months in, I would say,
Look at the
I'm
vein on
coming.
her forehead.
Shut up. I'm coming to the next one.
No, the kid wants to keep it the way it is.
Tradition.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's tradition. You can't just wreck tradition. Look at the veins.
Yeah, I know.
She is ready to
Some
fuck you
veins.
up right now, and you ain't even did shit.
All right,
Whatever.
Nisi, take us into some news.
You are not allowed to say that on air.
What kind of
What,
news?
Denise?
You're going to get beat. All right. So this is something that is a story, and we're going to talk about this because I am actually interested in how you feel about bringing the purge to reality.
Oh my god.
So there is a Lancaster mayor that his remedy for homelessness is free fentanyl
Jesus Christ.
and a purge. So Rex Paris, he's a trial lawyer who is now mayor.
This guy's
He
not
had a
immediately
lot of-
fired.
No, they got him in. He's
He's in.
16-year term.
No.
16-year term.
He had this huge controversy after a council meeting started, and he talked about his approach to homelessness. He said it would be to give them free fentanyl, all the
Free fentanyl.
all the fentanyl they wanted,
Jesus.
and then
With one shot of Narcan, it's a race to
Have
the
a
middle.
purge.
It's a
Oh,
fight.
shit.
But
It's a
the
fight
reason,
for one antidote.
the reason behind him saying that is because one of the residents of his town or whatever objected to his
Shooting him right in the face.
No,
24 hours of do whatever the fuck you want.
they objected to him wanting to congregate on the housing residents, like put them all in an encampment.
Fight it out.
To get them. No, he wanted to put them like, move them out of his city into like one location.
Another city.
Yeah, basically. And he said in an interview, he didn't really think anyone had taken his comments literally. And that he didn't regret saying what he said because he wished that there would be a purge for these homeless people because he's making it very clear that he's talking solely about the criminal element of it, meaning the letting them out of prisons have now become 40 to 45% of the homeless population where he lives at.
So people just killing them is not criminal?
No, he's saying he's saying
you be the next purge then?
He's saying 45% of his homeless population are people who are robbers, rapists.
That's not
murderers.
punishable by death. Murder is.
And his obligation as mayor to that city is to protect the hardworking families that live there, and he can no longer do that.
Say they have a purge.
It's an unattainable situation, and he wants these people out of his city.
Say they have a purge, and the homeless people win this motherfucker.
Oh shit! Now
I
everybody's
know.
homeless. Now the whole city's home. No, are you okay with that? Like, are you? Okay?
I mean,
No,
they
okay,
talk
so-
about COVID being like a population control thing where they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Population is out of control.
So
Well-
you're okay with just killing the homeless?
No. I'm just saying a
So-
purge in general. I wouldn't just single out the homeless. There's a
So
couple-
everybody's
I am not
involved.
okay with the purge situation because some people that become homeless, it just, the circumstances got them where they got fired, they lost everything, where they don't have family that's living here. You don't know everyone's story. But I will give you an example of an effective way of getting these people out of your city because being that I'm from Cincinnati did it. So downtown Cincinnati was so like
Populated.
nasty with
Surprise, surprise.
with the homeless population. Like it was really bad. So you know what Cincinnati did? They
Don't worry about what I'm doing over
they
here. Just-
built up the city. They like made it all new. They got a casino in there. Rich people started coming in, and you know what happened to all those homeless and just the riffraff of the city? They moved out to the suburbs.
Oh, wow.
So now Cincinnati, the city of, doesn't have that overpopulation of the homeless
Just
people
somebody
anymore.
else does now, though.
Somebody else does. But your city is now
What-
clean. You didn't have to
what if
What if
purge.
it's a nationwide purge?
That's what I'm saying. Because you can't just move these people to my city. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I mean, he just wants them out of his city. Yeah.
Scoot,
But
you
I don't
in-
know
you in
how I
favor
feel
of a
about the purge.
Man, there's a lot of fucking extra people in this world.
A lot.
Like who?
You, for one, we're
Yeah.
coming to your house
I'm
first
a good
fucking
citizen.
night.
I don't
Soon
know.
as it goes round, I'll get the sound. But soon as it makes that sound, dude, I'm coming right for your fucking house.
I'm more in favor
So,
of
so you don't
castration
like
than
music
purging.
whatsoever.
You like what?
You don't like music whatsoever.
What the fuck are you talking
Well, you
about?
said, wow.
I swear he's got to be the first
What?
one to go. He has to be. He's the first one to fucking go.
I'm
Why?
calling Trump, see if we can get this
Oh
fucking guy
my
back home or something.
gosh.
I'm for it.
I'm more for castration than
Why?
purge. So people can't have more kids. I mean, if you're already here, we can't just go kill you off. But how about we stop these people from having more?
Are you okay with an
More
encampment,
condoms.
like she said? Like have all the homeless in their own.
Yes.
Besides our city streets, I'm talking like an area. Like
Yeah, because then we can get the bum fights back going again. That'd be interesting. But no,
that's your only concern is the money you lost on some fights 3 years ago.
I thought that guy would kick Kimbo.
But like an open field where they took down buildings and stuff, you're okay. I'm okay with that. Like instead of the sidewalks and shit, because you see it downtown
much.
Cleveland, they're on the sidewalks.
God,
All those bikes lane too.
They're just no. I'm
Bike
not. I'm
lanes.
not. I'm not for
Bike,
just.
bike lanes, yeah.
What?
On this. What are you talking about? The streets?
No, just the homeless sleeping on sidewalks.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, I don't care about bike lanes. Fuck.
Did you eat fucking too much bread today, church?
So,
Yes, I
Poddy
did.
Animals Podcast at gmail.com if you want to apply for the job.
Hey, Ricardo, you can apply.
We just need someone to follow the topic that we're on.
Right. Just say something
I'm
relevant
sorry.
to the
No,
topic.
I'm not against violence against anyone that has done nothing wrong besides been dealt a bad hand.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not for it. Now, are there people that deserve it that are sitting in jail for life that committed murder or just went out and killed someone for no, and they're eating off of our tax dollars for the rest of their life? Yeah. I'm not good with that.
Why?
Why? Because they killed someone cold-blooded. You think it's okay for them to live and just continue eating off our dollars?
There's innocent people in the jail, in prisons too.
Well,
The justice say, hey, you're guilty, but there's no proof. Only the justice.
That's
the reason.
That's got to be a small percentage.
That's the reason they don't want to do the death penalty.
Of people that are falsely accused.
It's bigger than what you think it is.
It's bigger, but
Yeah.
yes.
There's a lot of innocent people,
There's a lot of
unfortunately.
innocent people in prison.
Because think about the DNA.
I get it.
Think
I
about
get
think
it.
about the ones that have been in there before DNA was around. So
Yeah, I understand that. I mean,
That's
there were
the
some
reason.
shitty
That's the reason.
situations.
There's
back then.
plenty of them.
And
that
that's
we
the
could
reason
pop
they don't
off
wanna
right
do
now,
that.
though. Like that's
Well,
been
they
pretty much
have-
caught and
they now have that team that comes in and tries to reassess a case to see if they can retry it again.
No, he's talking about you see videos cut and drive someone
Yeah.
Oh,
killing
well, yeah.
someone.
Oh, no, that's
they
something
should that
different.
week, that Friday, they're gone. They
Yeah.
should be executed. Whatever,
Yeah.
whatever they choose. Firing squad, electric
yeah.
chair.
Unfortunately, there's a justice process with that.
The justice process should be
It's
that you're caught
flawed.
on video.
Yeah.
You killed this guy cold blood. You're dying Friday. You're not getting. You don't need a last meal for what?
you know how many lives that would save? Because other people are like, look,
They're thinking about it now.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
There
Now-
are some mental people that don't even care about that. That just
Yeah.
want to
But
die.
the things about mentality, a lot of people, they believe in religion. It's up to God to make the judgment. But we cannot make the judgment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
What else you got?
Well,
Anything else? You had another
it's
one?
still funny. Yeah, I have several. It is kind of funny. Like take Manson, for example.
He led people. He didn't do none of
led
the
people.
killing.
He
though.
didn't do the killing, but you know, he was in there for life.
I mean, people make dumb decisions. How are you going to follow a dude just because he says, "Someone told me to tell you to do
Yeah.
this"? It's like
That's how I
drinking
got
the
into
Kool-Aid.
podcasting.
Yeah, I did.
But let's talk about poop. We're gonna talk about flying and the toilet.
Oh, shit. This is getting
Flying
real.
poop?
Shit's
Yes.
getting real.
So one passenger's bathroom break turned into a $3.4 million problem for Boeing.
Wow.
So the Boeing 737 planes need modifications after a flight was diverted when a passenger got stuck in the bathroom.
Stuck.
So
Taking a big ass
fuck
dump.
out.
Well, I
Yeah,
know the
so
toilet.
after-
Like, you think he got stuck there?
no, like the latch.
Like his ball. Oh.
So the FAA
Shit,
said
I
it
thought it was
received a
gonna be a good
report
one.
that a passenger was trapped in the
Rip that
bathroom during a
fucking
flight.
door right off the hinge.
That
It
door
wasn't-
is flimsy as shit. You can take that door off.
I don't understand how they couldn't, but the latch was broken. They couldn't even open it. Like the flight attendant has this, I guess there is like a backup way to let them out, and they
They
couldn't let them out that way either.
There's a
So-
backup.
That's why I said I don't
Yeah.
trust people to
They
do
were
their
in
job.
They were in
man.
mid-flight. The backup door. You're not gonna open up the fucking.
Man, he's so
Yeah,
screwed
so
with
the
turbulence
pilot,
and everything.
yeah.
You make it
And
real
was
easy
bad.
for me never to fly again. She wants me to fly, but every week she's got a news story on fucking
fuck.
airlines.
So the pilot had to make an unscheduled landing
Why wouldn't he just stay in there for the flight? Did he drop a deuce it wouldn't flush?
Oh my god.
because if there's turbulence or anything, you don't have.
Turbulence. Turd.
If there was turbulence,
Third.
Just hang on
yeah.
to the toilet seat. Now, them doors are flimsy,
But I listen.
right?
Yeah, but
This is a fear of mine. I am so claustrophobic.
Oh, you would have kicked that
That-
motherfucker.
No, like when you go into gas station bathrooms, I am always afraid that like I'm gonna pull the door shut and like the handle's gonna come off in my hand, and I'm like, oh shit, because there's no way out now.
no,
You crawl
The hinges
under.
are the in.
You
crawl under the fucking bathroom door.
Yeah.
you can't.
There's room.
No.
Where the
Not
toilet is?
stalls, the door.
The main door, yeah.
Yeah.
Them doors are sturdy as shit, too.
Because those are fire, like where you go in case of tornadoes or fires
That's
and
funny.
shit. You're not getting out of that bitch.
No.
And the hinges are on your side, so they're not even going to be able to take the hinges
So
off.
do you
on the
close it all gentle?
I don't even close a bit sometimes. I'll take some toilet
You
paper
prop
rollers.
it?
Yeah, fuck you.
Wait a minute. Which door?
The bathroom at the gas station. You just prop it so someone can open it while you're
I don't
shitting?
care. No, I'm not going there. I'm taking a piss.
I thought gas station bathrooms were only like one bathroom.
It is.
It is.
Some of them have.
No, some of them.
Speedway's got one
Speedway,
toilet. That's it.
Yeah.
Cheeks.
Where are you going? A rest stop? There's one toilet. You just gotta let
I'm just not usually taking a shit in those bathrooms. I'm just going there to pee.
Oh my God.
goodness,
I don't have the
dude.
patience to go in there and use the
As a
bathroom. I'll freak
side-
out.
As a side note, because I forgot to talk about this when we were chit-chatting, did anyone see Vance drop the OSU trophy?
Yeah, she showed
Oh
me that.
my God.
Our vice
Why?
president dropped the Buckeyes
The
championship
Yes.
trophy. Broke
No,
it.
and it
Broke
wasn't
it.
even.
It broke it.
Yeah, it wasn't even like you know how you drop and you try to catch it. It was like he didn't even try.
But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. When he held the trophy, it was already in two pieces, so it wasn't. I don't even think it was together.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't glued or something. So if you didn't pick it up straight and then wobbled,
and fell over.
Yeah,
so he didn't
But
just
could
drop
you
it out of his
imagine-
hand.
no,
It fell.
it started wiggling.
Yeah, could you imagine how embarrassing that is, though? Like, ooh,
Damn it.
that's got to be
That's some
embarrassing.
shit. That's why I don't do stuff, because that's the kind of shit that
Right, I
happens
don't
to
want
me.
these problems. Can you hold this? I'm not holding
No,
shit.
not on
Something-
camera,
God.
no. I'll stand next to it. Why the fuck I just can't leave it here on the table? Why do you want me to pick it up?
Set it right here. What,
Horrible.
What do you need me to physically? I don't want no one else. Don't worry, I'll watch it. I'll make sure no one's touching it. Just leave it on the table.
That's it.
I
I'll
don't
talk
need to
about
hold
it.
it.
I'll stand next to it and shit.
I don't. No.
I don't know. Do you?
I felt the same way about my kids.
Are we
when they were
good, or
born.
do you want me to continue?
Yeah, let's take another break and we'll come back, get into our topic. I got another story I want to talk about before we do that. Stay tuned,
Are
everybody.
we going
Stay
live?
tuned.
See.